Alright, let's get this underway then. This is our punishment game for today. It is... what is it? It's Zybex for the Atari 800. And this one was chosen by Zwurbaum, and it's my punishment for failing to beat a Draken in time within our 5-hour time limit that we had on that weekly one-shot. As I'm sure you're all well aware, whenever I fail to beat a weekly one-shot, I must then endure a punishment game, as chosen by subscribers in this channel. And it's just Zwurbaum's luck that we have rolled Zybex for today. We've also rolled Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. That will be subjected to us later on this week. So we will run through Zybex, we will give it a fair shake. These punishment games tend not to have a set time that they go on for, but I'm a sporting man, so I tend to give them their fair run. Now, I don't know why my cursor is showing up there on my genuine Atari 800. There we go, I'll get rid of that. We're going to run through this game, and then we are going to spin the Wheel of Misfortune, because we have a couple of things that we want to figure out. I put a vote on for both our next simulation game and our next EU4 campaign. So for EU4 it's going to be between Dahomey, Estonia and some other country, probably Armenia. And for our sim game it's between the Subnautica Train Simulator 2018 and Bedpan Simulation Experience. But that will come after Zybex. I've droned on enough, let's get going with this game. I run a timer just so that I keep track of how much of my life I waste away on these punishment games. So game on, player, level Arcturus. This is not my first time playing an Atari, but I believe it's my first time streaming it, so kind of caught me by surprise when I loaded this up. I knew nothing about this game. I continue to know nothing about this game. However, it has revealed itself to be a shmup. And as we all know, I'm pretty good at shmups. If I'm only being compared to newborn babies, I'm pretty god-awful at them. And there we go, there's my crowning achievement in shmups. Dying straight away. When it comes to streamed shmups, we've played R-Type, we've done Silver Surfer. Both of those ended in, spoiler alert, horrific misery. At least we don't have any kind of goal that we have to worry about for this one. Jings, that was unfairly fast. And that also felt a bit unfair, but hey-ho, what do I know? I think there's a trick to shmups that just is just beyond my understanding. I always feel that things fly at me far faster than I could ever hope to react. Aha, but not this time. I got your number. Silver Surfer ended in a glorious new emote, Jake. I believe it ended in 2 glorious emotes. Looks like that guy fires pretty fast, just like I do. And what is this? Looks like that moving platform bit out of that really good game, Mega Man clone. Power Blade 2 for that matter. So stunning BGM to this game. Whoa. Phew. So, do we have many people in the stream today that got to enjoy a childhood with an Atari 800? Or perhaps even an adulthood? If so, well, I don't know, I'd hate to think people think about my childhood games in the same way that I might be thinking about this game, but jeez. It's kind of nice that the closer you get to something, the quicker you die. So I know Zwurbaum's floating about in chat. Perhaps he could divulge a bit about why he selected this fine game as our punishment. Huh. I must have done really good. The game is over already. That can't be all there is to it. Or did I need to fulfill some kind of condition that just... Well, hey, I placed top on the Hall of Fame, so that's good enough for me, right? Alright, let's get back to level Arcturus, and maybe not game over at the end, however that happens. Now, Zorbaum provided the everything for this stream, so I will hold him responsible for anything and everything that happens. Ooh, that's not so hot. So oh, okay, the terrain is pretty deadly as well. I've never been a big fan of shmups. I like to think I'm God's gift to gaming and I'm good at, you know, every game under the sun. But with shmups, I've just never really clicked. I tried to like R-Type. I tried to like R-Type a lot. It was a game that I played quite a lot in my youth, but playing something a lot does not always equate to being any good at it. Sometimes it does. I think back to games I played a ton of in my youth. That includes Doom for the Super Nintendo, the greatest port of it ever made. I mean, that game runs on Ferraris, but the SNES remains the best option. Then there was Theme Park also for the SNES. I played a lot of SNES. It was so long ago when I was selecting this as a punishment, I don't exactly know why I picked it, said Zwar. Yeah, this one's been on the punishment list for quite some time, in excess of 2 years, I think. But every dog gets its day. Lobbies tend to be... Jeez, are those heat-seeking? Lobbies tend to be pretty strong in the punishment game list, strength in numbers, and the Dutch have been taking... Whoa, okay. The Dutch have been taking advantage of that of late. Can't trust the Dutch whatsoever for what it's worth. Phew. Okay, so Zwar is assuming it was something to do with my love for shmups that made him add this to the punishment game list. Even though I don't always love the games that get rolled, I really like the punishment game system because it makes me play games that I would absolutely never normally play. Because this is pretty high on the list of games that I would under no circumstances consider picking up. Okay, that was a pretty poor show. Come on, we can beat level whatever this is called. Oh, I wanted that. Where are my options? Those would secure victory for me. So I'm picking up these things that look like Soylent Green. Their use evades me, but perhaps they are just score. So far I've picked up 2 games I love, Hexen / Quake, and 2 games I'd be sure would be punishing for you, Masters of Orion 3 and Zybex. Hexen, yeah, we ran Hexen. That game was... Ooh. Must have let my guard down here. It was not my kind of game. Not by a long shot. Okay, I'm getting slaughtered here. This is no good. Overestimating, rather, my ability to evade. Not that I'm ever one to overestimate my own abilities here. Did Jake dislike Civ-style games? So, Civ has 2 things that I really tend to not like in games, and those are... Oh, hold that thought, there we go. Those are hexes. I knew those things are heat-seeking. Hexes and turn-based systems, both of those I'm not a fan of whatsoever. And Civ goes for double the money on that one. Now there are games with hexes that I really like. I love Super Hexagon. There are turn-based games I really like. I love Disgaea. Mix the two together and you're really hard-pressed to have a game that I'm going to enjoy, though. I wonder if you can maul all those if you just let them get... No, not risking that one. Civ 4 is the best one. It doesn't have hexes. What does it use? All the good civs are hexes. Yeah, you're not wrong there. I'm getting my ass kicked here. Oocha. We've all been there. Oh. That was a tribute to Assidious. Because it was bad. Yeah, I enjoyed Civilization Revolutions for the Nintendo DS. That one didn't have hexes, I don't think. I think it was all square-based. My dislike for hexes isn't all that rational. I just really don't like games with them. I feel it's way too simplistic when you boil down relative position to just hexes. Oh, hitboxes here, something else. Don't want to sound like one of those sore losers that complains about hitboxes. I used to play Grand Strategy with a guy that did. I don't even know how he kept moaning about hitboxes in strategy games, but he managed. Alright, I think we're on a roll here. Oh yes. Call me butter. Not sure on what good this power-up is. Doesn't seem very powerful. It seems like quite the opposite of power. Fun! Those guys almost had me. Okay, no, we are on something that resembles a roll here. Oh, nice. Shmups are odd ones, the strong get stronger in these. I guess it's rewarding you for not getting your ass kicked, but it means if you're not very good at them, you fall into a death spiral in shmups pretty hard. Hi, I typed in DDR and your channel came up. Do you ever stream DDR? Does anyone on Twitch do that? Asks Amelia. I stream quite a bit of DDR. And it's... Whoa, that's getting big. It's my content that I'm... Crumbs. I'm actually the most proud of. Yeah, I do DDR challenges. I have a playlist of 300 plus songs which I dance through as far as I can. Streams of that can last anywhere up to and exceeding 4 hours. They're all on YouTube as fun. They're all on YouTube as well, if you want to get a taster for that. I expect I'll be doing another DDR stream this weekend, as I... What is going on here? As I am now sick of waiting for my air conditioner and have another one on order. Okay, I think we made it through whatever this place is called. So yes, DDR does stand for Dance Dance Revolution, and I do stream it. He even streamed DDR with a steering wheel. That is very true. That's awesome. I look forward to tuning in. I hope to stream DDR someday too. Yeah, DDR is just awesome. It's my favorite game in the world. Even more so than any grand strategy. So, okay, we can select our level now. I can go to level 16, but I need 3 tokens, apparently. Alright. Beros Centaurus Rectus. Scorpius Titan Antares Bairus Prochion Necros Enceladus Diablo. I like the sound of Diablos. Somebody is just lolling his bottom off, thinking that I had a fetish for socialist countries. What the world makes you think I have socialist ideals? Oh, got myself a new thing here. What do you do? Ah, it seems like you pass through. Actually, it looks like you're terrible. You're extremely slow firing. Okay, I can't be doing with that. Actually, I really don't know why you would use anything other than the standard shot. Man, Blueberry Planet here is not very good. I love blueberries, but this blueberry heaven isn't very nice. I'd rather be in raspberry heaven. Ah! Greed strikes again. Can we leave the question marks? No, damn. Could make it look like a Grimoire Hall of Fame. Okay, so you always have to clear level 1 to be able to choose the other levels. Okay. We're going to avoid Blueberry Hell when we do this and pick another stage. There's one called Titan, right? Wouldn't mind attacking there. There we go. I'm getting the hang of this yet. I just don't really know how. Okay, if I have an idea about this. Maybe it's useful because when it gets larger, it's a good way to shoot things that are slightly above or below you without having to get in the range of their projectiles. Because it seems like projectiles only go in one of the 4 cardinal directions, not seeing any diagonals. Also, why is it called cardinal direction? One of those many things I don't understand. Are air conditioning units actually sold out in Sweden? I'm pretty sure they're sold out in Northern Europe. It's a pretty unprecedented heat wave. And certainly not what I was sold when I moved to this godforsaken country. Sometimes I wonder if the Swedes around me get really sick of all my anti-Swedish jabbering. But it is genuinely one of my hobbies, telling Swedish people how much Sweden sucks. I went to the doctor and she was saying, yeah, you've been in Sweden long? Yeah, a few years now. Oh, do you like it here? Obviously expecting me to say, yeah, man, Sweden's great because of blah, and I just shook my head and went, no. And then I was asked, oh, where are you from? Scotland. Oh, do you like it there? And then I go, no, it's even worse. You gotta make your own fun in life, because I'm telling you, no one's gonna make it for you. Especially not Swedes. Okay, now this is getting a bit bigger, so it might... well, it got small again. Feeling pretty Mario right now. Excellent. I like that little jig he does. I understand your enjoyment. I do the same to Germans, and I'm from Latin America. Oh, Christ. That is grim. That's like playing Monopoly alone grim. Alright, no bonus tokens. Actually, no tokens at all, and I need 3 for there. Alright, well, let's go to Beros. Game on. I like the flashing colors there. It all feels so juvenile. Feels like the kind of thing you'd see on a... wow, okay. Do not have a lot of maneuvering room around here. Seems like something you'd see on a mid-90s website. Apparently cardinal comes from Latin for hinge. Thanks for the insight there, Morgan. Oh, bloody hell. I picked something up there, not entirely sure what. Did Atari games come with much of a manual? And reading game manuals was so much, Christ, so much fun. Reading the manual as part of the anticipation for the game itself. Extra lives, Jay. Ooh. Handy. If only I'd picked them all up. Is there any way to see how many lives you have? Oh, maybe it's that number next to the word orbit, which says 2. And now says 1. That would make almost too much sense. Not seeing any counter for my these little chip things I'm picking up though. What? Okay, sure. Rolling pin of death. It just decides your day is up. You know, I decide I'm done with you guys. Well, at least it wasn't the rolling pin that finally offed me. Alright, game on! Let's see if we can't get through stage 1 without dying at all, so we can maximize our chances in one of the other worlds. Number on top is the level of your weapons. How do I level up the standard shot? Or is that not the intention? Maybe the wee disc things I pick up level up my current weapon. Well, it doesn't feel like it leveled that up at all. Ah, but that did. Cool. Are the drops random or predefined? Okay, so for example, now I've got this thing. Don't know if it's going to do me any good, but it's mine now. Gotcha. Alright, I feel almost accomplished with that. How in the... Oop. Uh-oh. Trying to puzzle out how to deal with those guys. But ramming right into them seemed like the better alternative. Man, I feel like extra sugar. I'm so slow now. There are 2 power-ups for the basic weapon, the second group of enemies on this map. And there we have it. You know quite a bit about this game, Zwerbound. Did you play it a lot? Ooh. Hey, there we go. This thing's getting somewhere now. If only it wasn't incredibly weak. So orbit is the weapon, and then we have pulse. Good to know. Let's hope the next world has plenty for... Ooh, nice. Loads of tokens. I did both single player and co-op with my brother, says the Zwar. Looks like I can return to Arcturus, but I'd rather not. Let's check out Centaurus. Ooh, this is a bit intimidating already. Thankfully I was in... What the heck? Don't like the look of those stalactites at all. You know what? Forget that. Oh, okay. Thought I could be clever, and like most times I think that. Oh, I don't think I like Centaurus. I don't think I like it at all. Just not enough letters to do the full Grimoire experience on this. Alright, back to stage 1. Oh yeah, this thing. Right. Ah. Tried so hard. Didn't work out. Oh, well. No, that came out for me. What about this thing, though? What's so good about this? It's slow moving, stays on the screen for a while. Takes care of those baddies. It's super slow on the shooting though. Kinda wish I could control the shooting myself, but this game is auto fire till the day it dies. Okay, I'll take it. Might be good against those things that charge me since it's as powerful as it is. If it was just a bit longer though, that would be very nice indeed. Oh, oh, kiss that one goodbye. What do we have here? The B-Way. Oh, well. We had the B-Way. Not sure I'm a big fan of the B-Way. It's making a sound, a very subtle sound, but... Maybe it's meant to say 8-way, and as I level it up, it ends up shooting in many directions. Kappa Crawl is asking how long the punishment will last. There's no set time. Some punishments have lasted... Whoa, that was just awful. Some punishments have lasted very long indeed. One of the very early ones I did, Dungeon Keeper, went on for days. That's not very indicative of how they go. Oh. Ah, was that how I game overed before? Because these things came from the side, it just instantly wiped me. Remember my first run through of this? Yeah, Dungeon Keeper as a punishment came when this channel was in its infancy, and we hadn't really figured out all the nuances of how things were going to run here. Crumbs. Well, at least I got this. And also, there weren't many people that had submitted punishment games back then. Oh, an option, I think. So back then, we just took the one punishment game we had, and that was Dungeon Keeper, and ran through it like a pro. Looks like life gets a lot easier with this. I'm not even sure if I'm getting those pickups. Oh, I just find that very hard to trust. Oh, but with a railgun that big, how can I loot? Oh, I lost. At least I kept this thing at level 3 though. Okay, so winning begets winning. It's good to win. Oh, thought I could be clever, but every time I think that, it backfires. Ah, this is getting a bit better though. A bit better. I feel like I'm making backwards progress here. I'm not even clearing level 1 anymore. Ah, rough, pretty rough times. Alright, back to Arcturus. But this time we'll get through it one shot, no deaths. Except maybe from those heat-seeking guys, because that's just nasty. Right, I want that pickup. It's too good to miss. A 1 and a 2. And with this, everything has become my plaything. Oh! Oh! I don't think anybody stands a ghost of a chance now. This could only be better if it was a spread shot a la Contra. Makes collecting these potentially useful chip things good, nice and easy. Ah, I feel pretty abused with that. Ah. So what is that thing swirling around me then? What is its significance? Just not the balls to stand in the way of those things. So Jake, you having fun or feeling punished? Honestly, this game's... You gotta take into account when it's from, but it's not bad. I've played worse games. Played a lot of worse games. Right. Thinking about it, when did this game come out? Excellent. Hey, was that enough to unlock one of the later levels, perchance? No. Alright, we did Beros and Centaurus and died pretty quickly on those. Let's look at Arechtus. Game on. Ooh, I'm not liking a lot of things about that. I could not see a thing about the projectiles coming my way. I guess that's a downside of using the it's a downside of using this thing. Oh man. Let's just squeeze our way past that thing. Downside of using the rapid shot, so many projectiles on screen I can't even see myself getting attacked. Those little faces? Those are some creepy little faces. Just steer clear of those things, whatever they are. So, what's the plot here, if such a thing can be expected? And also, where are the extra lives? Because those I'd like to expect. What am I looking at? What the hell am I looking at? Whew. What did I just... Oh, ooh, wow. This is a throwing your toys out the cribata. Damn. So Jake, are you looking up to playing another game of your... looking up to playing another of your disliked shot? I think you need to work on that sentence, Agnes. Well, Jake, I meant to beat him up. I think it's established that I am the king of beat 'em ups. In any game that I can punch, I am superior. Missed one, but this'll do. It'll do quite nicely. Now let's just hope these guys don't do one on me. Haha, they get not even a chance to do so. Nice. I'm raking these chips in, if only I knew what they did. I don't think they're not tokens, right? If they were tokens, then I'd be raking it in whenever it asks me for those bonus tokens. feels good to be unstoppable. I should do that more often. Unstoppable. Feel a bit sad about missing that, but what you gonna do? Yeah! Alright, made it through, no deaths. Pretty powerful original shot here at least. Orbit shot, that's it. Look at all those things. Are they bonus tokens, or is there meant to be something about bonus tokens underneath? Whatever the case, I can't make it to these super levels. Alright, forget you and you and you. Let's look at Scorpius. Game on. Jake, when will we get to see freedom trucking? Did you get your new gear? Well, I've fixed my old gear. Kind of. I mean, my brakes are still a bit, yeah. I think I've spent quite enough money lately, especially trying to get some air conditioning. So I won't be getting any new pedals for a while at least. Oh. Okay, right, that horribly unfair rolling pin attack has revealed its weakness to me. If you just stand in one place and shoot with this shot, it'll die. Haha! There we go. What? I feel a bit abused. I got something new though. What's the wall? Faggy, you able to bring some much needed information here? It's not a penetrating attack. Oh, I'm losing it. Not too badly though. I guess I got an extra life or two because I'm still on 4 here. I was still on 4 here. Come on, I'm sure I've got it in me to beat a 2nd level for what? Okay, maybe the wall can take care of you. It's easy, it's just Toho. I always wonder where you're meant to look in these situations. Do you look at your character? Do you look a little bit in front of the character? The wall is letting me down here in horrible ways. Hold on, was I even firing with the wall? I was not, that's my problem. Okay, this is getting exhausting. It's a battle of attrition that I think he might win. No, I'm not gonna win with an attitude like that. It's a pretty simple way to win here. Just don't get hit and continue to deal that damage. Hell yes. Not too shabby. No bonus tokens, though. I still need... Oh, no! I think killing him got me 1 token. Interesting. So I just need to get a few more. And I'm sure Titan is just what I'm looking for. Especially when I'm as swole as I am right now. Super swole. Well, these Titans won't know what hit him. Generous guys as well, they drop double. I've never felt so welcome on a hostile planet. I'm trying to stick to this because it requires the least amount of thinking. Thinking tends to be my downfall. At least this basic attack, it's just, you know, the thing in front of you will die. Oh, what's that? Is that the wall? Chickened out too fast. Didn't get my wall. Still unsure about the significance of those things. I can only assume it's just for the score. And unfortunately, back in the 80s, they hadn't figured out that nobody in the world cares about score. He says killing himself for the score item. Okay. Whoa, okay, that's just nasty. That's just incredibly nasty. Alright, this means I'm horribly down on everything. That's a bit painful. Rough. What was it? It was rough. Still, almost twice as good as my my best. Alright, let's kill and keep moving. We can check out those other levels at breakneck speed, now that we're this good. Just as planned. That only goes up to 4 though. I should keep that in mind. It's not worth killing myself for an upgrade to level 5 then. I wonder, does killing enemies bring the next ones on screen faster? Or is it on a set pulse anyway? Might be interesting for that sweet speed tech when I end up speedrunning this game. Due to my unhealthy, addictive personality. It hurts a bit. Just a bit, but it does hurt. That hurts considerably more. Oh, mind you, this is gonna start hurting. Not me, of course. Whoever eats it. It's all coming apart at stage 1 again, that's not good. And like I said, in these kinds of games, you get hit and it all starts getting worse and worse. There's no level of revanchism to this. Oh. I guess there's temporary invulnerability, and doesn't really cut the mustard though. Okay, what was even that? Don't you want to put some music in the background yourself, Jake? Something fitting, like Toho? You make an interesting point, don't you? Alright. Where is it? Wonder if this is going to end up being too loud. There we go. Alright, onwards to... where are we on to? Antares? Was it Antares or Bayas? This looks new. If I die, that won't be too... ah! Rough. Very rough. Alright, onwards and upwards. Oh. Right, it's just... I can't live with this shame. No ActRaiser 2 style secrets where you can clip through the ground into freebies? Sadly not. So I don't actually have the Toho... No, hang on, I do have the Toho stuff. And not just the jazz stuff. I have the house sets. Maybe I can fish those out next time I die. Shaking for Parkinson's is saying, hello Jake, what's this game about? This game's about not getting hit. I'm not very good at it. Alright, we'll get there yet. There's only one life I lost. I can keep the rest of them and make my way through this this level. Ooh. Oh. Feeling pretty abused right now. Jake, do you have Senran Kagura Bon Appetit? The music is in the game files as MP3 files, and it's pretty good, asks Monk. Alright, I know what I want here. I know what I want here. Where are you, house set? There we go, this is much more fitting. wonder if it's going to get copywritten stricken off the face of the earth. Oh. I wonder if, no, this must be the kind of game that you can get good at, right? I played R-Type for years and I never got good at it. Somebody's saying, poor Zwerbaum, you're ruining his childhood with his poor performance. I mean, what did he expect? This is pretty high on the list of game types that I'm awful at. And he knew that. Zwerbaum's been around for a long time, he's part of the furniture. I know he doesn't like that saying. And that's very unfortunate for him. Alright, we'll make it yet. If anything, I'm improving his childhood with this Toho music. Alright, just one miserable death. Other than that, we're looking hunky-dory. And it was a fairly miserable death. There's I think it was another Atari game that somebody once brought to Paradox HQ. But instead of just going from left to right, you go left to right and then right to left. Stages weren't quite so linear. I think you also went down some pipes, just like Mario. Alright, looking pretty not bad. Now let us keep moving. Onwards to Procyon. Oh, the ugly heads are back. Huh. Pulse got pretty brutal now. But I think I still prefer this because Pulse is so incredibly slow. Its only good side is that it really attacks the flanks. I guess its sheer width is useful, right? Whoa! Ah, it's just nasty. Oh, there's a lot of oh, what is this? Looks like an extra life to me. Man, when did I get so good at everything? Alright, dare I say things are looking nay too shabby. And I said nay long before I came to Sweden. Won't have anybody accuse me of being culturally... Oh. Did I get those? Did I get those lives? Wasn't paying attention to my life counter at the bottom. Sure hope I did. Oh, but I'm gonna have to deal with a boss soon, I believe. And I've only got level 2 shot here. Level 2 is just not good enough. I don't have the wall either. The wall knew how to treat my enemies. Oh. That did not look terribly escapable. Alright, it's too... I was gonna say it's too busy with all these bits floating about and my own shot. I'm gonna have to take it slower with this. Otherwise I won't be able to see what's coming my way. Well, I could try. I gotta see without looking. It's not easy. Well, not for me at least. Maybe it is for our viewers at home. But the viewers at home are a cruel and callous bunch. Always cheering for my defeat. Oh, there we go, and we're rewarded with the wall. At level 2, no less. Nice. Did you also say Litauen long before you came to Sweden? No. No, I did not. Alright, Necros. Let's groove. Bow before the wall, peons. Whoa, okay. Forget the wall, but don't forget the bowing. It's a bit sad that the game has no music. Maybe the power of the system just couldn't handle music and all these intense graphics at the same time. I wouldn't know, I'm not an Atari head. I was a Nintendo child. I think, and I'm sure Zwar will agree, I'm getting pretty good at this game. I mean, it's the power of Toho, there's no denying it. It's like if I were to put on some Eurobeat, I would tap into powers not seen in millennia. Oh, this guy's a pain. So did I say a pain? I meant he's in pain. Ah. I think even the dogs outside are mocking. Yeah, I wish this game would pause so I could go and shut that window. How dare Swedish people enjoy themselves in summer. Work themselves to death. Yeah, it's very rare for me to play music during a stream that isn't just the in-game music. It's almost unsettling. Okay, it's a... ooh, I wouldn't want to say. But it's our boss, and his shot patterns are a bit more nasty to deal with. A lot more weaving. Oh, okay, well that makes my life a bit easier. Huh, that also makes my life a bit easier. He's a joke! Alright, time to get that window. Kind of works out for me either way, because in this weather, you open the window and the room only gets hotter. Whew. Okay, Necros and Pros, so what's it beaten? Next up, Enceladus. Just because I don't like killing dogs in video games doesn't mean I don't want to go and strangle that pupster. Oh! Yes! All part of the plan to achieve that extra life. Jake, are you gonna beat all 16 levels? I don't think if I tried this all day, every day, for a week, I'd be able to beat all 16 levels. I didn't even know what to do against those little jelly dots. Oh, well, I mean, not that. Alright, wall. It's up to you to save me. Damn, wall is weak, it's just wide. Thick, I believe, is what the kids these days are saying. Oh no, not the jellies again. I guess if I stay relatively close I might deal some damage. Reduce the odds of me getting hit by them to 0. Okay, and these guys now. And we just take the high road. Alright. Alright. No, not you again. Ill prepared for this, my friend. Yeah, no can do. Just gotta evade. Still not boss time though. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Damn, the girth of the wall is gone. I mean, the rolling pin gave, but the rolling pin took away just as easily. Ah! Damn. Question marks indeed. Alright, well, back to stage 1. That was slightly infuriating. Great knowing that I can get the full shebang on the standard attack here, because the standard attack really is my favorite. It's so consistent. It's just a line of death. I suppose the rail cannon kind of is as well, but it's too slow. If you miss your first shot, or you shoot whilst you're moving up and down, then you're going to be waiting a long time until you get the comfort of it shooting in your lane again. Ooh, that was too close for comfort. Looks like something would be good at clearing out all those if we had a leveled up railgun. I also feel like I'd be better controlling this with a joystick of some sort. Pressing down and up doesn't feel as natural as pulling up or down on something. Or even just moving my thumb on a D-pad. But I guess that's just me being a console scrub talking. Man, I love this house set mix. House set of subterranean animism, that's it. I ain't saying this is flawless, I'm just saying I haven't made any flaws. You thought I was gonna get shot there, because you got no faith. Easy money. Rolling in the tokens as well. Super sweet. Alright, so what have we not done? We did Necros, we've been to Enceladus. I guess, haven't we been to Diablos before? I think we have, but we didn't beat it. Oh yeah, it's Blueberry Heaven. Well, the enemies are like blueberries, the rocks sitting there are more like blackcurrants. Both delicious fruits, but the blackcurrant is the nutritionally superior choice. If you want to live forever, eat a load of blackcurrants. Funny that I'd say that, and it's the black currants that the blueberries that actually gave me. Wait, no. The black currants ended up giving me the extra lives there. Guess I will live forever. 7 lives. Can't touch this. And when did I get so good at video games? Alright, we have access to the wall, and okay, I think that one did me in before, didn't it? Still, the wall is ours. Not that I think it's any good still, but at least it's mine. Right, look, these flying jelly baby things. I tried killing them with a wall, it took forever. But with the upgraded orbital shot, fall like a pyramid of cards. Everything does. Chumro says, what in the world am I watching? I tuned in for like 2 minutes, passed out, and now waking up to this. Looks fun though. Well, I'm having fun. And I found a token there in Diablos. Okay. I think we should go back to the levels that we didn't quite clear. I think Beros is one of them, right? Start you off like that, no wonder. difficulty. I think you're not worth it, but you still have to die. Getting better. Getting livelier. 9 lives. Damn it, Zur. Punishment games must be one of 3 things. Extremely difficult, extremely painful for me, or extremely painful for the viewer. What are you doing bringing this easy game to the table? I mean, maybe it's not the game's fault, this is me. I know what you guys are like, though. You hear me saying things like that, and you're like, ah, now he's gonna die, and it's gonna feel so good. Well, oh, okay. Well, lap it. Oh, okay. We'll just hold those thoughts then. I guess the rolling pin had your backs. Well, that's not all that's got your backs. What is happening? It's all coming apart now. I've lost my divine protection. I don't even think my wall is that powerful. Oh, wow. No, it's all coming to pieces. No, my wall is terrible. Man, why is level 2 like this? That ain't nice at all. Okay. Right, this guy, we got his number, right? We may not have the wall, but I got something even better. Endless persistence. Not to mention the house set of subterranean animism blaring away in my ears. Ah. Slight movements, it's all we need. That'll be enough to take this guy down and out. He should drop us some lives to bring us back up. I lost 7 lives in extremely quick succession, and I lost 8 lives in extremely quick succession in this level. Oh, dearie me. Well, glad we sorted that out, but where are my lives? Phew. Death 123A, Hero of Draken. There's no time limit here. Did I ever beat Centarius? I'm not sure. But game on either. Whoa, dear. Oh. Wow, that crumbled apart. Just like that. Alright. I think I have everything I need to... Oh. I think I have everything I need to make my way to those final levels. Phew. Alright, a bit rough taking a couple of deaths here in the early levels, but that's okay. It's just to keep us humble. Clearly we need that after that previous performance. Need to perfect the art of being humble. No, I think we got this. We can see whatever the aesthetic end game is to this. Or we're going to do our challenge run with low lives. That might work as well. Yeah, Twitch messages have gone away, which is a shame. I had a lot of messages I wanted to keep. But despite them claiming that you can go and download all your old messages, I don't appear to be able to. Alright, so Diablos, as I recall, was super easy. Oh wait, no, it was super easy because I had my overpowered weapon. Now it will maybe not be quite so easy. Alright, let's just make it overpowered one pickup at a time. Oh. Oh, no. Damn, weren't the black currants the ones that gave me all those lives as well? Well, carry on with your jig, little man. Might be all we have left. Ooh. That's pretty good, but I need these things to actually hit. Man, railgun is so hard to use. Maybe that's why it's so powerful. Only the best can put it to real yaw, oh dear. Okay, that just went bizarrely bad. But it's got me fired up to get this all done good and proper. No wimpy, pathetic dying. Just maxing out those lives, killing, and keeping on moving. Which I hope to do, because my finger's getting sore here. D-pad movement was never great. Not D-pad, arrow key movement was never great. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that too much, I think we still use it in EU. WASD movement forever. When did WASD become standard? Oh, what a great standard it is, because, man, Games controlled with mouse and arrow keys, there's like no distance between them. Maybe it was when mouse became more standard. Speaking of standard mice, the ballpoint mice. Ooh. Don't forget to clean them out of their grit constantly because they are ineffective as can be. My work was using one all the way up into late 2000s. Bias was a custom key mapping for a lot of Quake Pros. It was adopted that way. I don't know, people tend to hate change, so I'm sure it wasn't adopted without struggle. Even if it is superior, it's not the way things work. Flawless victory. Alright, we're going for pure domination here, which means onwards to... There we go, Diablos. Black currents are going to drown us in lives, hopefully. Oh, but it wasn't those ones that do it. Huh. I had a feeling I'd collected them by now, so that could be troublesome. Or not. Trouble in this game? I don't think so. I gotta say, I'm rather enjoying this game. It's super simplistic, but then so was Jetpack when it was a wee side game in Donkey Kong 64, an otherwise travesty of a game. But simple things are really fun. Ooh, you almost got me, but it's painful. Okay, my firepower has been reduced. My life count also reduced. Both bad, obviously. Should have seen those guys coming. Should have seen them coming. That is all she wrote. I wonder if I get something for just hanging around instead of picking that up. The background's still moving, so there must be something, right? In the meantime, my guy's just going to groove out. What would be awesome is if the background started speeding up and I ended up with a turbo tunnel situation with a cool pickup at the end of it. I'll give it 10 Mississippis before I collect it. 1, 2 Mississippi, 10. Alright, what else was it? Enchiladas? Sounds Mexican. Let's do it then. Phew. That's a load off my mind taking care of those guys. Well, now I need a lot of orbital, and a few lives wouldn't go amiss. Well, I mean, I quite like wall, but I need orbital right now. Phew. Not like this. Can't lose now. Well on my way to interplanetary domination. I'm at a loss for thinking how to deal with that guy. Actually, I'm at a loss for dealing with these guys now. Orbital, don't let me down. Orbital wouldn't dream of letting me down. I'm on death's door here, and now I gotta deal with you. Not my finest hour here, especially with all this pink stuff. Oof. Only third place. Alright, we're gonna give this one last shot before I pack this one in. So even I don't want to die forever. Not to mention, I've got things to roll after this. We're going to figure out what our next EU4 campaign is going to be. Is it going to be Bestonia, Dahomey, or that other one? Pious Estonia is going to have to eliminate the Orthodox faith. Dahomi's gonna have to get the Where the Heart Is achievement, which is a pretty awesome achievement. It's very unorthodox. And then there's that other country that I often forget. Well, history often forgets it. Yeah, Armenia. I'm going to try to restore their borders to their greatest extent. And we're also going to roll for our next simulation game. I was playing through Tropico. We played a sandbox mission and a few of the... well, it was a sandbox, not a sandbox mission. And then we played through some of the actual missions. Honestly, I think the missions kind of suck in the game. I'm not sure if I want to see any more of them. Even though it's a pretty good game overall. I want to get my hands on Tropico 6 when that comes out though. We'll see if that's any cop. That was no cop. That was no cop at all. I love the music. Joined the stream about 4 minutes ago and already can't stand it, says Aki. Well, the game itself has no music, so that's what we're stuck with. Alright. Time for Blueberry Heaven again. Oh, that was poor. But this is not poor. Glad to get my level 4 back for the orbital shot. Again, it's a weird thing about this game. If you want to collect power-ups, you gotta kill the things on the screen, and killing the things on the screen tend to require power-ups. I wonder if one can play this game pacifist. Because you're always firing, that seems difficult, but gamers have accomplished difficult things many times in the past. You might think that's insane in a game all about flying and shooting, but Mario's a game all about jumping, and that game can be... has it been beaten yet with no jumps? I think it has. If not, then it's certainly close. Oh boy. I think I rocked my world last time. Not this time. Oh, wow. Pipped at the post there, but we still made it. Whew. Hello Jake and chat, good to see someone on my follow list that isn't streaming the new La Molana. What, this is in some way an improvement? Right, this is an easy level, I just got destroyed last time for bad reasons. The reason is that I was bad. But that's still a bad reason. That's what I need! Ah, thank goodness. I'm not sure if I actually got both of those there. Don't I get walled again? I feel like I get walled again. Oh man, wasn't this an easy level once? Actually, since I've ran out of my awesome... oh, this is considerably not awesome. Ran out of my awesome orbital shot, this gets considerably harder. I feel like there's orbital shot and then there's everything else in this game. But maybe I'm... oh, maybe I'm just dying. This game's doing a great job reminding me why I don't like shmups. You got 1 life out of the 2. Yeah, I felt like it, so I went from 4 to 4. Really though, what is the purpose of wall? It's just so not good. Uh-oh. You gonna come at me again? I mean, what are you meant to do against that? Well, I guess not pinch to begin with. Okay, you again. With all the pink on screen, this remains a difficult task. Ooh, this actually seems like a pretty good one. Probably does quite a bit of damage. Ah! Okay, said that was my last try. That is well and truly my last try at that. Okay, that was pretty tricky. I had one good run through that, and then it all just came apart. How do you feel about Zybex, Jake? It's actually pretty good. I expected a lot worse from the Atari 800. Considerably worse. But if you had this game as a childhood, especially with your brother, then that's somewhat enviable. I don't want to think what I've done to this game. Well, it doesn't want to react anymore, which is fine and well. Its little great score tune can serve as our background music to this. We're gonna spin for that game like I said we would, and we'll spin for the simulation first. So like I said, I put these simulation games up to a vote on Patreon, unless it's one of those games that just bypasses the whole voting process like Bus Simulator, because doesn't really need any explanation there. So we got 3 games up for the grabs here. We got Train Simulator 2018, Subnautica, and Theme Hospital. I put it to the vote, and Patreons voted the game that they wanted. Each vote got it a place on the wheel, so as you can see, Subnautica very unpopular with only 4 votes, whereas Train Simulator brought the Germans out in force. So without further ado, we're just going to spin, and spin some more. Whatever it lands on will be the next simulation game we bring to the channel. So this means that no vote is wasted. It's perfectly possible for Subnautica to be what we roll, but it looks like strength in numbers for the Germans. Train Simulator 2018 has come out on top. So that's going to be our next sim game for an arbitrary amount of time. Still, that was just one of the 2 things we're going to be rolling, because we're also rolling for our next EU4 campaign. Again, here we have Dahomey to get the Where the Heart Is achievement. We've got Estonia, where we want to purge the Orthodox faith. And we have Armenia. It does say Armenia, right? It'd be really funny if it said Albania. To restore the Armenian borders to their greatest extent. This is going to be our last campaign before Dharma hits. So round and round you go. Where you land, well, I certainly don't know. It was a pretty even spread. 5 for both Estonia and the other one, and Dahomey got 7. But it doesn't look like strength in numbers for Dahomey, because we are heading to Armenia. Interesting. I don't know how I'm going to play them, but I'll have to figure it out. That's all part of what the wheel has bestowed on us. So that's what we have to look forward to in the coming 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks' time, Monster Hunter World comes out and dominates everything. I hope that game is terrible so it doesn't completely consume my life. Alright, that's it for this evening. Cheers, Zwerbaum, for that punishment game. Honestly, it wasn't too bad, even though it did kick me when I'm down quite a bit. I will likely be in with a weekly one-shot before too long this week, because I want to do my other punishment game as a weekly one-shot. The Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. But that's for another day. From me for now, it's cheers, and just for a wee while, cheerio.